Just sleep, baby. Yeah. I woke up feeling like I was going through my bed. Yeah. Yeah, that's how I felt. Yeah. Ooh, the living room. No shirt? Oh. Nigga said, well. What the fuck? What the fuck? Wow. Do I feel safe and do I matter? Babe, do I meet your needs? Consistently? Consistently? I love you. I just try to be here for you all the time. I love you. I made you. I love you. Oh, gosh. Yeah, just checking in. Just checking in. I want to ask how you. Something you should do to be better, how? To be better, how? I mean, I always say ask more questions if you're unsure about anything. You know, yeah, if you ever feel like you're stuck on something, or if you feel like there's something you're struggling with, you can always ask me. Or if I see that you need help with something and I try to help you, at least like try to listen. Um, I think I guess I'm better at this type of conversation when like there's something that I see is like happening consistently, where then I'm like, okay, this we should do something about this. Like it's hard for me, at least right now. Yeah, I mean the last thing we talked about it already, and it was controlling your emotions when it comes to getting triggered to certain things that I may not know about, or if I do know about them, to still control yourself, but tell me, like communicate with me, like, hey, that what you did just now just bothered me, like I feel hurt. Like at least to work on that type of communication. That was the last thing, really. You can tell me the same thing, but baby, you said baby. I mean, why are you with me if you don't like me? Yeah, so why are you dating me then? You want me to get them removed? You crazy nigga? I spent money on this shit. And then it's like, I wouldn't want to change you or change who you are. I would only want you to adjust how you communicate with me. Like you can still be who you are. I want you to be Gigi. I want you to be yourself. I hope you know that about me. I don't want to change who you are. I came to you as the person that I am, and I haven't changed who I am since we met. I've only adjusted how I've communicated, my patience, and my outlook on life, but I haven't changed who I am. I shouldn't have to change who I am unless I want to for myself, or for my partner. No, if you have bad habits, then yes, we need to change those. But like, I would say, like, let's say if conversation comes up, and it's dealing with our personal emotions or something, it's like the conversation is hard to get to. or it's just hard to get through, if that makes sense. Because it's not going to be about getting over things, it's about getting through things and learning how to communicate better. And, you know, if that stuff keeps happening, it's like, okay, is this a toxic cycle? Are we looping right now? Are we listening to each other? Are we respecting each other's opinions? You know? Or like when one person does something, the other person takes it as they're doing it on purpose, so then it becomes a tit for tat type of thing, like those kinds of like bad habits, like toxic behaviors. You know, again, I'm not saying that you have to be perfect. You know, there's certain things just a couple times, yeah. It's almost time to go, baby. We got 5 minutes.
シラフの時に挑もうとは思わなかったのか。ずっと夢に見てきたんだろう。
What?
負けてたまるか。
里がい。
Do you feel like we've already gotten to that point? I mean, babe, I don't ever really want to stay that far apart from you. It's just, I feel like when it comes to certain moments like that, I feel like we do need time away to be able to be like, to think and like understand how both of us feel, and then come back to each other to converse and communicate and be like, oh, okay, I thought about this, I felt this way, I apologize for how I may have made you feel, but this is how I feel. And in hopes that we can both understand each other and apologize and move on. You know, not forgetting this moment and not just brushing it under the rug, but being like, okay, so we both went wrong here. We said this, or in a situation where one person is not trying to admit that they did wrong, whatever the case may be, to get off that ego, get off that pedestal, and be like, you know what? Yeah, I was wrong. I apologize, and I still love you. You know, and then we stay together and move through that. It's like just acknowledging each other's feelings. I feel like you love them at a certain point in time. I wouldn't want to say that the love was fake, but if you just flip like that and you start to lose feelings for the person, because you're not just gonna snap and wake up one day and you're just not in love. I feel like it's like a buildup of things, and maybe it's the person regretting that the person that they're with now is who they are, or because they went too fast, or you know, while they're in that relationship with that person, they probably found somebody new or someone else that piques their interest. And from that moment, that's when they begin to stop being in love with their person. They eventually leave. That's how that's how people usually leave uh, uh, relationships from the emotional standpoint first. The first time they leave is always through emotion. And you can tell in the way they treat you, the way they talk to you, their patience, their tolerance for you. You can tell. Oh shit, I've been streaming this whole time. Talking my shit, right? Damn, I gotta think back to what I've been saying for the past 20 minutes. I've been off of mute. Now I gotta end this shit because we was talking. Oh shit.